Game 2 on a beautiful afternoon of PSCL baseball after an extra inning thriller to start Week 4, the final week of PSCL baseball here from Palm Springs, California. Good afternoon, everyone. Griffin Epstein along Cole Pavelio on the PSCL Broadcast Network. We had a ridiculous first game with the Colonials walking off the Lumberjacks 8-7 on a Brooks Walker walk-off home run in a ball game that had just about everything. If we get half the drama we had in game number 1 today, we'll be in for a fantastic ball game between the Blue Sox and the Coyotes. The Blue Sox, the top team in the standings in the PSCL, 11-3-1 on the season, 2.5 games up over now, 2 games up over the Colonials in the Northern Division, while the Coyotes trying to get to 500 today. They are 7-8 on the season, trying to get into a tie with the Bootleggers for 3rd place in the Northern Division. We're ready for baseball on a beautiful Monday afternoon. Jared Fong, big righty on the bump for the Blue Sox to face Jay Schultz. The first pitch home. It's a strike at the knees, and we're underway. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Coyotes. Jay Schultz leading off playing shortstop. Christian Arriola bats second and plays left field. Dane Richards bats third and plays center. Here's the 0-1. It's popped up into center field. Anthony Cepeda back under the baseball makes the catch, 1 away. Nicholas Basilkovsky in the cleanup spot playing third base. Connor Meager bats fifth and plays first. Bruce Sly batting sixth and playing right field. Jackson Brummett bats seventh and catches. Lucas Torrado batting eighth and is the designated hitter. Carson Romero bats ninth and plays second base. And Mason Rawwetter rounds out the Coyotes lineup and is the extra hitter. First pitch to Christian Arriola is waved on and missed. 0-1 from Jared Fong, the righty. Fong working out of the stretch even though nobody on. Shakes off a sign from his battery partner David Orozco. Has the sign in the 0-1. It's a fastball just missing up. 1 ball and 1 strike. So Orozco, the battery partner for Jared Fong. Isaac Rodriguez at first. Javen Bexa, all-star at second. Michael Gonzalez at shortstop and Fred Ramos at third base. Here's the 1-1. It's fly to right side. Isaac Rodriguez over at the fence, and it's just over his head and out of play. 1-2. Noah Bufford is in left field today, and the Anthonys man the rest of the outfield for the Blue Sox. Cepeda in center, Matheson in right field. So that's the fielders for the Blue Sox. First place under Reed Santos in the PSCL. 1-2 from Fong. Fouled straight back. Arriola just got a piece of a breaking ball. Late start about an hour later than expected after a 3-hour-plus classic to open up stadium action today between the Lumberjacks and the Colonials. 1-2. Chopped foul left side. And Arriola putting on a good fight as he's fouled 3 straight pitches away. Jared Fong making his 2nd start of the season and 7th appearance. He has a 7.42 ERA and 13 1/3 innings pitched, 15 strikeouts with 11 walks. 1-2. Line foul again left side and make that 4 straight. Pitches fouled away by Arriola. Coyotes under Cameron Vollmer trying to get back to 500. The last week of the regular season. 1-2, swing and a miss, pitch in the dirt, picked up by Orozco, and he'll throw down to first for the second out of the inning. 2 quick outs for Fong here in the top half of the first, as it brings up Dane Richards. Beautiful day for baseball, sunny skies, nary a cloud under a picturesque blue sky, and a very light wind is actually blowing out from center field. You rarely see that here at this stadium as Richards fouls the first pitch away at just 5 miles per hour. Might have helped the walk-off home run get out of the ballpark. Typically the wind is blowing in from left field, and you don't see a lot of home runs out to left. The 0-1 is driven down the right field line and hooking foul 0-2. Brooks Walker hitting the Colonials' first home run of the season, a walk-off blast in the bottom of the 9th to take down the back-to-back defending champs, the Lumberjacks. Fong working on the right side of the rubber, comes set at the belt. Kicks and delivers. Chopped off the end of the bat up the middle. Tough play for the second baseman. Backs over, sliding, throw from his knees. Not in time. Richards runs out an infield single. That would have been a spectacular web gem from the young, talented second baseman, Javen Baxa, who's getting ready to play his first year at College of the Desert next year. Coachella Valley native. On his knees and on the edge of the grass. It's remarkable that play was even close. So Richards aboard at first, and it brings up the dangerous cleanup batter, Nicholas Basulkowski, ready batting third baseman. Baxa home. A looping breaking ball catches the zone. 0-1. Griffin Epstein, Cole Pavilio here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Glad you're joining us on this Monday afternoon. 0-1, fouled back, 0-2. First day of July and starting off the final week of the PSCL regular season. 3 straight days of baseball before a league-wide day off on July 4th. The PSCL All-Stars will be playing July 4th evening against the Palm Springs Power in front of thousands of fans here at the stadium. The 0-2 in the dirt. Good stop by Orozco, who watches Richards back to first. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And just one more day of regular season ball on the 5th before we jump into the playoffs, starting on the 6th with the championship culminating next Tuesday the 9th. 1-2, swing and a miss, another pitch in the dirt. Orozco scoops, tosses to first for the 3rd out of the inning. 2 strikeouts, 1 stranded for Jared Fong and the Blue Sox. The best offense in the league goes to bat in the bottom of the 1st, scoreless on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. High performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you. Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Bottom first for Palm Springs Stadium, just underway between the Blue Sox and the Coyotes. We'll meet the starting lineup for the Blue Sox. Javen Baxa, an all-star, leads off and plays second base. Isaac Rodriguez bats second and plays first. Dylan Abid batting third and is the designated hitter. Noah Bufford in the cleanup spot playing left field. Joshua Manis bats fifth and is the designated hitter. Anthony Matheson, the right fielder, bats sixth. Michael Gonzalez batting seventh and playing shortstop. Fred Ramos bats eighth and plays third base. David Orozco, the catcher, bats ninth. And Anthony Cepeda rounds out the lineup in a 10-man PSCL lineup playing center field. Dallas Yardley, the righty, starting the ballgame for the Coyotes. Pipes a first pitch strike into Javen Baxa to start off the bottom of the first. We're scoreless and just underway.
Yardley features a fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup, so a pretty normal repertoire.
Here's the 0-1. Baxa chops it foul, 0-2. Yardley's making his second start of the season and fifth appearance. 8 innings pitched. A 4.50 ERA with 4 earned runs allowed. Just 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, so he pitches the contact. D1 player out of Southern Utah. Beautiful St. George. 0-2. Fastball's up. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yardley working on the right side of the rubber. Comes set at the belt. Kicks and delivers. Lined into shallow center and down a base hit. Javen Baxa just keeps on hitting. He's headed to the All-Star game on a Thursday, hitting .444 on the season, which is in the top 10 in the PSCL. La Quinta High School graduate, great program down valley, and sitting up here in Palm Springs. So he's aboard at first with good speed, and Isaac Rodriguez, the first baseman, ready batter, stands in. A first pitch strike down the middle. Around the diamond for the Coyotes, Jackson Brummett is the battery partner for Yardley. Connor Meager at first, Carson Romero at second, Jay Schultz at short, and Nicholas Basilkovsky at third base. A 1 from Yardley, not yet. Pickoff throw back to first, and backside first slide safely back into the back. Christian Ariola in left, Dan Richards in center, and Bruce Sly in right field, rounding out the fielders for Cameron Vollmer's squad. Here's the 0-1. Fastball inside, back pick to first, and backside first slide just under the tag of Meager. Good throw by Brummett. 0-2 count to Rodriguez. Here's, nope, not yet. Again, another pickoff throwback to Baxa, who's back in safely. Ryan Carroll is at home. And in the field is Carlos Hernandez, our two-man umpiring crew this afternoon. Here is the 0-2. Lined into left. Should be easy for Ariola. A couple steps in, and he makes the chest-high catch. First out of the ball game for the Coyotes. So one away, backs at first. Dylan Abid comes to the plate, the designated hitter. Well, can only hope, Cole, that this game is as competitive we saw in game number 1. I think it's pretty safe to say that was the best game of the year in the PSCL. No contest.
Yeah, it was one of the better games that we've seen and one of the more competitive ones. And we've had a few really competitive games in the past few days in the the PSCL.
Dylan Abid takes the first pitch strike. First lefty batter that Dallas Yardley's facing. A lot of extra inning ball games of late. It's getting even more competitive. The 0-1 is popped up into left. Again, coming in is Ariola. Quick jog, and he makes a running grab for the second out of the inning. Back-to-back flyouts to left for Yardley.
It was 2 9-inning marathons 2 days ago here in the stadium. Then yesterday it was back to 9-inning marathons, but that time it was all on the backfields.
Well, Bufford, left fielder, digs in. The first pitch home is lined into left, taking Ariola back under the baseball. He makes the catch. After a leadoff single, Dallas Yardley puts his left fielder Christian Ariola to work. He makes catches on all 3 outs in the bottom of the first. Scoreless after 1, Blue Sox and Coyotes on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Desert Air started right here in the Coachella Valley in 1954, and we've been welcoming customers to our family ever since. With nearly 70 years of proven trust, dependability, and experience, we've got the AC and heating expertise to help you all year round. Plus, our factory-trained technicians provide well-informed maintenance, repairs, and installation, so you get our industry-best products with industry-best service. Contact our family at Desert Air. We'll make sure you live comfortably, always.
Like a family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. They cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Scoreless after 1 between the Coyotes and the Blue Sox. Head to the top of the second inning. Important game kicking off July here in the PSCL. Coyotes trying to get back to 500. They're 7-8 on the season. The Blue Sox have impressed all year long, 11-3-1 on the season. Trying to get a victory and stay 2.5 games up on the Colonials with just 3 games left to play in the regular season. Lower their magic number to 1 to win the Northern Division in the regular season and earn a first-round bye into the PSCL quarterfinals. First pitch of Fong's outing in the second is lined right side, knocked down by the first baseman Rodriguez. Gets up and tosses to the pitcher Fong for the first out. Good play by the first baseman Rodriguez, and Meagher's down on 1 pitch.
Really good wherewithal by the first baseman to stay with it. And even after bobbling it and being on the hands and knees, able to funnel it over to Fong for the out.
Brings up Bruce Sly, ready batting right fielder. 1 out and the base is empty in the top half of the second. We're scoreless. First pitch home is flared off the end of the bat into center, racing over his backside to make the jogging grab on the edge of the grass behind second base. How about that? 2 pitches, 2 outs. Good start to this ball game for Jared Fong. 4-pitch mix, 4-seam, 2-seam fastball, slider, and splitter. 6-1, 220. Good build on the bump for the ready Fong. He fires home. A fastball misses up. 1-0 to Jackson Brummett, the catcher. His first plate appearance today for the Yotes. Been a good offensive summer for the Coyotes, hitting .286 as a squad. Here's the pitch. The 1-0 inside. 2-0. 76 runs scored on the season for the Coyotes. They've allowed 77. That's in 15 ball games. 2-0 inside. 3 balls, no strikes to Brummett. It's been an up and down season, though, for the Coyotes. They haven't gone on any long losing streaks, haven't gone on any long winning streaks. Trying to peak at the right time into the playoffs. The 3-0 is a strike on the outside corner. Fastball by Fong at 81. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, and it's work full to Brummett. Fong looking for a 3-up, 3-down second. Working out of the stretch, glove on his knee. Sets at the belt, kicks and delivers. Fouled straight back. Blue Sox making some noise, hoping to see an in-order inning worked by Fong. Sunny skies on another perfect day here in the Coachella Valley. Another payoff. Fastball high, ball 4. Brummett's aboard with a walk. The first base on balls of the day for Fong. Lucas Tirado, designated hitter, will stand in for the Coyotes. Very polite handshake to Ryan Carroll behind the plate and David Orozco, the catcher. The lefty's got a white bandana peeking out underneath his striped red and white helmets. Second lefty for the righty Fong to face. Cut on and missed. 0-1. Two-way first, 2-stride lead there in the pitch. Fastball outside, 2-1. Blue Sox and blue tops. Blue Sox written in white. Script across the chest. White numerals on the back and white piping. White pants and a blue belt. Coyotes with gray jerseys. White piping, white numerals on the back. And Coyotes written in beige across the front. Those 2 ones cut on and missed. White pants and a gray belt. Brummett will... Tirado, I should say, will restrap the white batting gloves, step out, shake off the dust, and settle back into the batter's box, awaiting a 2-2 pitch. Fong readies and throws. Runner takes off. It's line foul. Hidden run in effect, but Tirado couldn't straighten it out. Glad you're joining us on this Monday afternoon. Let us know where you're tuning in from across the country. Love to hear from you on our YouTube channel. Leave us a message. 2-2 again. At the knees, strike 3 called. Fastball at 86, one of the hardest pitches of the day for Jared Fong is his 3rd strikeout. He's worked 2 scoreless. Middle of the 2nd, goose eggs on the scoreboard between the Coyotes and the Blue Sox on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bottom of the 2nd inning. Scoreless between the Coyotes and the Blue Sox on a picturesque afternoon. First pitch of the 2nd from the Coyotes starter. Dallas Yardley is in for a strike at the knees to Joshua Manis, designated hitter today for the Blue Sox. Lanky Yardley at the belt, kicks and delivers. Breaking ball skips into the dirt. 1-1. It's the curveball from Yardley. Out of Southern Utah, the Eagles. St. George along I-40. 6'3", 180 on the bump is Yardley. The 1-1. Just missed low. 2 balls and 1 strike to Manis. It's a tough matchup to face this incredibly potent Blue Sox lineup, hitting .332 as a team with a .469 on base percentage. They've hit 5 home runs on the season so far for the Blue Sox. That was a Baxa leadoff single in the first. Yardley at the belt, kicks and delivers. It's low, 1-0. This Blue Sox team, Cole, they've just been so fun to watch. Top to bottom, they have so much offensive firepower, and they're explosive when they have big innings, big games. They put up ridiculous crooked numbers on the scoreboard that effectively end games. 1-0 is in for a strike, 1-1. Had a 17-0 victory last week. Had Reed Santos shaking his head after the ballgame about how potent his offense is. The 1-1 sails outside. 2 balls and 1 strike, but what Coach Santos said to me is, hey, I've had some success the past couple years in charge of the Blue Sox, but in the end it comes down to the postseason wanting to win a championship, and hasn't been able to get it done there. Hasn't won a playoff game, in fact. He's 0-3 playoff games as the 2-1 is foul-tipped back to the chest protector of Brummett, who will walk out and hand the ball back to his pitcher Yardley and have a couple words with him. Blue Sox have scored 130 runs on the season, which is a remarkable tally in 15 games. It's averaging over 8.5 runs per game. Not supposed to do that in baseball.
Yeah, this is a potent league with a lot of potent offenses.
2-2. Bounces in the dirt, and it's full to Matheson.
I mean, we just saw an amazing game between two teams, and it was very high-scoring. Yesterday, it was a high-scoring game between the Bootleggers and the Lumberjacks, too, and we've had a lot of high-scoring games in the past few days and a lot of extra baseball to be played.
Payoff coming to Matheson. Yardley delivers. Grounded foul. What's been fun, Cole, is you start to see these teams come together, and they start the season. Most of them are strangers. They've never met before. You're a new coach. You're kind of trying to mesh early, and now you're seeing the teams come together, gritty at bats, and it's starting to become trends of kind of seeing chemistry. Payoff home, misses low, ball 4, and Matheson works a walk. I don't know. You can look at baseball and say it's a very individual sport. It's just batter versus pitcher, but in my mind, chemistry and locker room culture and that bond is absolutely huge in the success of a team.
And you've seen the teams like the Lumberjacks who got together very quickly, and then you saw the
they brought back most of their roster from last year, so I think you credit a lot of that to their 8-0 start. First pitch home to Gonzalez, lined up the middle. It bounces off the glove of Romero and rolls behind him, and everyone's safe. Oh, funky play there. Hit and run. Matheson took off, and there probably would have been nobody up the middle, but with Matheson stealing second, Romero was there, just couldn't catch the ball, and it bounced off his glove behind him, and Gonzalez reaches it first. That'll be an infield single for the shortstop.
Yeah, it was a weird one because I don't think the second baseman would have been anywhere close to it if it wasn't for the hit and run or the stolen base being on, but gave it a good effort.
So Matheson at second, Gonzalez at first, and the lefty batter Fred Ramos digs in, swinging away and fouls it away 0-1. So 2-1, 1 out, bottom of the second, no score, but go back to what we were saying, Cole. You know, the Jacks had that experience, that bond, but we've kind of seen some other teams. I look at the Bootleggers, I look at what we just saw from the Colonials, too, of teams that have started to come together and find ways to get close wins. Pitch in for a strike to Ramos, 0-1. Oh, what's interesting about the Colonials is they've won 5 of their last 6, and 4 of those wins now have all been by 1 run. You want to talk about clutch hitting. That's nuts. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And some people are just built for those big moments when it comes down to those clutch moments, and you don't know if it's clutch gene or if they've just been in that position so many times that they're all right with dealing with the pressure that it brings, but some guys just have it, what it takes.
Yardley home, and it sails low. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes make it to Ramos. Matheson at second, Gonzalez at first. The 2-2. Chopped right side, racing over the second base. Romero takes a nasty hop over his head into the right field. Stop sign's put on at third, but hold on. The Blue Sox are in trouble now. Throw down to second, and safe is the runner, and now scoring is Matheson. Oh, what a bizarre play, and the Blue Sox take a 1-0 lead. Base hit for Ramos. Ball that took a crazy hop. No chance for Romero. Looked like it could be at least an out, if not a double play. Took a crazy hop, feet over his head into right, and then a late stop sign put on by Reed Santos had Matheson scrambling back to first, and then Gonzalez was caught in between second and third, but he got back in time, and then Matheson just walked home on the throw. First pitch to David Orozco, and it's caught by Connor Meager, and he will tag out Fred Ramos, and that's the end of the inning. Oh, my goodness. What a bizarre back-to-back pitches. So the Blue Sox get 1, but a double play ends the inning. It's 1-0 Blue Sox after 2 innings played on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
2 locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
We've played 2 innings of baseball from Palm Springs, 1-0 lead for the first place Blue Sox over the Coyotes as we start the month of July 1st. All PSCL All-Star rosters were announced today with the All-Star game on Thursday night on July 4th, and then the PSCL playoffs start on Saturday. 3 exciting weeks of baseball, all culminating in this 4th and final week with the championship game a week from tomorrow. Blue Sox chipped across a run in the second, 2 singles, a walk, very weird play for Anthony Matheson to score on a single, and then what looked like a base running blunder for the Blue Sox is Michael Gonzalez was kind of between second and third, a throw down, and he was safe, and then Anthony Matheson was able to walk home and score the first run of the ballgame. So top of the 3rd inning, Carson Romero will lead things off against the ready Jared Fong, who's looked solid through 2 innings. A single and a walk is all the damage he's allowed on 3 strikeouts. At the belt, kicks and fires, and it's fouled away, 0-1. Fong from the wonderful city of Gilroy, just south of San Jose, about 30 minutes south of San Jose on Highway 101, up in the Bay Area, the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And we were talking about it off air, Cole. Gilroy is the garlic capital of the world, and it holds an annual garlic festival.
That's definitely not something I have back home in Texas, but
the 1-1 is a check swing and fouled off the inside of the bat off the screen, 1-2.
I know Luling back home just had a watermelon thumping parade, so.
A watermelon thumping parade?
Yes, you heard that correctly.
I have more questions now. 1-2 coming from Fong to Romero. Here it is. Lined left side, tough off, bounces off the glove of Gonzalez and into left field. Line drive, and Gonzalez, the shortstop, tried to backhand the baseball, and it bounced off his glove into left. Romero's aboard at first. Go down as a base hit for Romero. It's a tough play for Gonzalez. He's kind of caught in between there, trying to make a catch. Trying to play it off a hop. So Romero's aboard at first. Mason Rowetter, righty, digs in and takes the first pitch outside from Fong, 1-0. First leadoff runner aboard for the Coyotes here in the top of the 3rd, trailing 1-0. Late start to this ballgame after a 3-hour thriller to start the day between the Lumberjacks and the Colonials, with Brooks Walker hitting a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning for the Colonials, only after some chaos had ensued the hour before. Pitch swung on and missed, and it's 0-2 to Rowetter. Okay, Cole, I need to hear more about this watermelon thumping festival.
That's about all I know. I've never been to it. It's a few towns over, but
0-2.
I know someone.
On the outside corner, just missed 1 and 2.
Was just there that I know, so that's about all I've got for you, unfortunately.
But what is watermelon thumping?
You gotta see if it's good.
Oh, that's where you hit the watermelon to see if it's ripe.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fong goes with the fastball, and that strikes out Rowetter for the first out of the inning, and the 4th strikeout for Fong. So the festival is just an exhibition of who can thump a watermelon best to tell if it's the most ripe or not good yet.
I guess so. I mean, I'll look up more about it and we'll discuss it more, but that's about all I know.
Well, it can't be as good as the Gilroy Garlic Festival, which I imagine Jared Fong knows well. First pitch home to Jay Schultz. Popped up into right, and it will fall. One hop in front of Anthony Matheson. Romero took off, another hit and run. Seen both sides try that a couple times today. And it works out with a bloop base hit for Jay Schultz. It's been quite the season for Schultz, who entered today hitting .581 on the season, second only behind the heroics of Hunter Anderson, who's hitting over .600 on the season for the Rush. Schultz got another hit today, so there's 2 on with 1 out for Christian Arriola. First pitch home is in the dirt, 1-0. Romero at second, Schultz at first. 1 out in the top of the third. 1-0 lead for the Blue Sox over the Coyotes. Fong working out of the stretch. Long look in, has the sign from Orozco. Kicks and delivers. Broken back flare, right side, could be 2. Fred Ramos steps on the bag, fires across the first. Double play. 5-3 double play. Ramos with the nice play to step on the bag. Force out at third, fires across to get Arriola. And Jared Fong and the Blue Sox work out of a jam in the third. 1-0 lead. Blue Sox over the Coyotes as we head to the bottom of the third on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 lead for the first place Blue Sox over the Coyotes, playing in a key game, trying to get to 500 on their season. Kicking off week number 4 in the PSCL on a beautiful early July day. The lefty Anthony Cepeda leading things off for the Blue Sox. Takes a first pitch outside for a ball. It's fouled away. 1-1, 10th and final batter in the lineup. PSCL uses 10-man lineups. Before it rolls back over to Javen Baxa. 1 across in the second. 3 hits for the Blue Sox. Dallas Yardley at the belt. Kicks and delivers. Popped up into center. A couple steps in is Richards. He's there. 1 away. Well, let's take a look at the PSCL standings here as we kick off week number 4. We'll start in the north, where the Blue Sox now at the moment, live standings with the Colonials getting a victory. 2 games up on the Colonials. Blue Sox 11-3-1. The Colonials 10-6 on the season. The Bootleggers entered today 8-7, 3.5 back, and the Coyotes 7-8 and 4.5 back. First pitch home to Javen Baxa, sails outside. 1-0, 1 out. Bases empty here in the bottom of the third. And the Bombers bring up the rear in the north. They're 3-13 on the season and have the day off. Yardley delivers. Fastball high. 2-0. It's an interesting division call. Obviously, the Blue Sox have a lot of success, but Colonials, Bootleggers, Coyotes, kind of that who's that second best team is up for grabs. The 2-0 misses low, 3-0.
Mentioned it earlier in the earlier game that the Colonials really trying to make a name for themselves this year, and they're going to be a tough contender in the playoffs come around next week.
3-0 home. Fastball on the inside corner, a strike, 3-1. I mean, you just have to love their fight and grit today. An all-time baseball game. The Colonials scored 3 in the bottom of the 7th to tie the game, including 2 runs with 2 outs. Has the 3-1 sails high. Ball 4. And Javen Baxa is aboard with a walk. He's reached twice today now, as it brings up Isaac Rodriguez. They have some good arms, and top to bottom, a deep bench. It felt like Colonials were able to just keep on bringing new guys off the bench that could contribute. And Riona Wase coming off the bench for a game-tying 2 RBI double, and that is one gritty, poised, and really confident, you can tell, baseball team right now. That's won 5 of their last 6 as Isaac Rodriguez takes the first pitch strike.
It's all about when you get hot in the game of baseball, and Colonials really doing it at the right time.
0-1 to Rodriguez, lined up the middle, bounces right in front of the second base bag and into center field. Base hit for Rodriguez. Baxa goes to second, 2 on with 1 out in the 3rd. Yeah, you have to be excited if you're the Colonials right now, and they have a game-and-a-half lead now up on the Bootleggers for the 2nd seed in the North. 3 games left to play in the regular season for them. Dylan Abid, lefty, digs in 0 for 1, swings at the first pitch, grounds it right side through the 4-3 hole and into right field, a base hit. Around comes Baxa. The throw in is late. 2-0 Blue Sox, and both runners will advance on the throw. Rodriguez to third, Abid to second, an RBI single for Dylan Abid. It's tough to keep the Blue Sox lineup down for long, and this top of the order coming through. Baxa worked a walk. Rodriguez is single. Abid follows with an RBI of his own to make it 2-0, and it sends Cameron Vollmer out to the bump to have a word with Yardley. I mean, it's just not fair, this top of the lineup for the Blue Sox. Abid entering today, hitting .448. That's his 11th run he's driven in on the season, second most on the Blue Sox. And the Blue Sox can try to put up a crooked number here in the 3rd with a run across and 2 more in scoring position with only 1 out. Long meeting with Cam Vollmer, Dallas Yardley, and the rest of the Coyotes infield. There is action in the Yotes bullpen. It's Jonathan Lewis, the righty from Whittier College, D3 program in SoCal, getting loose. And this log meeting is to, well, get Jonathan Lewis into the ball game. He's coming in. The day is done for Dallas Yardley. We'll step aside. 2 on with 1 out. 2-0 lead. Blue Sox over the Coyotes on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Pitching change for the Coyotes with 2 on and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Blue Sox lead 2-0. And Cameron Vollmer goes to the bullpen to try to stop the bleeding with Jonathan Lewis, righty out of D3 Whittier College, just outside of Los Angeles, 6'2", 185 on the bump. What can we expect from Lewis, Cole?
Well, Lewis obviously coming in for replacement of Yardley. And Yardley had to face a handful of batters. Lewis here, 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, and a changeup. So pretty standard repertoire we'll expect to see from number 11, Jonathan Lewis.
6 2/3 innings pitched on the season. He makes his 5th appearance. Tough spot to come into as he faces Noah Bufford and fires a first pitch strike to the righty. 2 in scoring position with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd for Lewis.
Facing off against the Delta Devil.
Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lewis has allowed 8 earned in 6 2/3. He's only allowed 6 hits, but he has hit 6 batters. 1-1. Outside, and it skips back to the backstop. This will score a run. Rodriguez jogs home and scores, and it's 3-0 Blue Sox. The beat goes to 3rd. So the Blue Sox add another. As the fastball got past Brummett. It's a 2-1 count to Bufford with the bead now 90 feet away. The Blue Sox looking to extend their lead and get win number 12 on the season. 2-1 home. Inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. The Rush have defeated MLBDC China on the backfield. That game just complete. This is the day finale here in the PSCLs. The 3-1's chopped foul. And a full count. Lewis out of the stretch. Arm dangling by his side. Has the side. Kicks and delivers. Chopped third base side. Glove by Boselkowski. He'll toss home. Tagged out by Brummett for the second out of the inning. Well executed by the Coyotes on the infield. Boselkowski, no hesitation, came right home to Brummett, who tagged out a bead who did not slide, and there's 2 outs.
Good job there by the defense of the Coyotes to keep the run from scoring. Allowed Buffer to reach, but kept a bead from scoring, which is the pivotal out there.
Keeps it at a 3-0 ball game as Joshua Manis steps in 0 for 1 and takes a hefty hack at a first pitch from Lewis. 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Blue Sox. No runs on 2 hits, no errors for the Coyotes. Here's the 0-1. It's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's an Alaska Airlines plane takes off from Palm Springs International Airport about a mile away out past center field on a spectacular Monday afternoon from Palm Springs. 1-1, swing and a miss, throw down to second. Oh my goodness, well wide of the second baseman Romero into center field, but Bufford stays put as Richards races in to keep the ball from going any further.
I'm sure that flight is going somewhere really nice for the 4th of July, midweek coming up, and someone's getting away for a vacation holiday.
I'm going to guess Seattle.
Seattle is really nice this time of year. I went last time this year.
It is nice this time of year.
A little bit later in the year, but it's 60 degrees, nice and cloudy all the time, but really nice and cool.
1-2 is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nope, that's strike 3. Late call by Ryan Carroll. So Menace sent down looking. We played 3-0 Blue Sox on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Hey Power Baseball fans, looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We've played 3 from Palm Springs. 2-0 lead for the Blue Sox over the Coyotes here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Griffin Epstein, Cole Bavilio. On a Monday afternoon, Jared Fong's worked 3 shutout. He fires his first pitch of the 4th. It's swung on by Dane Richards, grounded third base side, throw across the diamond by Ramos in time. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out for Fong, who's been quite effective on the bump. Still looking for a place to call home next year, but he's looking quite sharp today. In his 7th appearance of the season. More appearances than anyone else on the Blue Sox squad. First pitch swinging now by the second baseman to Gonzalez. Bare hand throw to first in time. 2 away. What a play by Gonzalez, and then Rodriguez the stretch at first. Jared Fong getting some help from his infield behind him. This Blue Sox squad can really do it all.
Well, the shortstop was having to go back to his left, took a nasty hop, was looking like it was going to be an error, and then stuck out the bare hand to snag it, and then making the throw over.
Connor Meager takes the first pitch, strikes. That's Dane Richards down on a pitch. Nicholas Boselkowski down on a pitch. And 0-1 to Meager, the pitch home. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And on 4 pitches, Jared Fong needs 1 more pitch, and he can end a inning quicker than the Kentucky Derby goes. Here's the 0-2. Fouled straight back. That's pitch number 47 by Fong. He's almost completed 4. Has 1 win on the season, would love a second. 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Meager. One of those plays for Gonzalez, you make a mistake, get yourself in trouble, and then you get out of it by making a spectacular play. Those are how the elite players do it. 1-2. Popped up into right. Coming in is Matheson. Oh, he lost the baseball, and now he's under it and makes a basket catch just above the ankles. Nearly disaster again for a Blue Sox fielder, but instead they make the play, and Jared Fong is rolling. He's retired 4 in a row. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Blue Sox on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
We just got our best ever ratings from U.S. News and World Report. We're the #1 hospital in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. high performing in 17 common procedures from joint replacements to heart attack care. And for the first time, national ranking as high performing in 3 adult specialties. We're proud of these ratings, but what matters most, as always, is how we rate with you.
Learn more at eisenhowerhealth.org/awards.
Entertaining pitchers duel to close out our first day of July in the PSCL. 2-0 lead for the Blue Sox over the Coyotes. Jared Fong has looked terrific on the bump, worked 4 shutouts for the first base Blue Sox. Coyotes had Dallas Yardley toss 2 1/3, and now it's to the bullpen and Jonathan Lewis, who got the last 2 outs of the 3rd inning. First pitch home to Anthony Matheson. Misses outside for a ball. So we relayed the northern PSCL standings last inning. Should involve both the Blue Sox and the Coyotes. Here's the pitch home on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. In the south, the Lumberjacks 12-5. They were an out away from clinching the 1 seed in the south. But couldn't get the victory today. The 1-1 on the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Rush with a win today. So they're now 2 back of the Lumberjacks with 2 to play for the Jacks. The 1-2 inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The A's off today. They're 8-8. The Haymakers 6-9, 5.5 back. And MLB DC China rounds out the standings 4-13. 2-2. Popped up high into a bright blue sky in shallow left. Back is the shortstop Schultz, shielding his eyes from the sun. He makes the catch. 1 out. Brings up Michael Gonzalez, the shortstop. Singled back in the second. Blue Sox chipped across a run in the second, and then 2 more in the third. Here's the pitch home to Gonzalez. 0-1. Shortstop hitting 7th today for Reed Santos. Other guys that had a great season for the Blue Sox. The 0-1, a breaking ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez hitting .409 on the season. He's driven in 6 runs in 10 games. The 1-1 is a fastball right down the middle. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two home. Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Gonzalez, who's wearing reflective sunglasses, a bright red bat, and red batting gloves with a yellow sliding mitt peeking out of his right pocket. The 2-2 is fouled off the screen. Lewis delivers outside. Gonzalez has worked it full. Lewis the sign and the payoff. Fouled straight back, and a good fight by Gonzalez. Not a lot of holes in this Blue Sox lineup. Here's the pitch. Lined left side, diving the shortstop. Schultz picks it off the dirt, tires to first, in time for the out. Oh my goodness, what a play by Jay Schultz at shortstop. We have seen some stellar fielding by both sides today. Schultz tips the cap towards the Coyotes dugout that's applauding him. As good as it gets by Jay Schultz. We saw Michael Gonzalez make a great play at shortstop last inning. Gets a taste of his own medicine by Jay Schultz at shorts. You're in the bottom half of the frame as Fred Ramos takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Sam DiMatteo was just up here, the coach of the Lumberjacks, and even he was admiring that great play. The 0-1, outside 1-1. Well, the fielding call has really been excellent on both sides. We've seen multiple web gems already through the first 4 innings. Pitch home, outside. Call that 2 balls, 1 strike to Ramos.
I mean, that was a for sure hit, and when you have that one leave your bat, you're expecting to be on first base, and then you get thrown out, and you run into the first baseman as your consolation prize is essentially the only thing you get.
2-1 is a strike on the outside corner, 2-2. It's a great play just to back pick the baseball, then to make the throw, and Meager able to hold on to the baseball at first. A lot goes into it. The 2-2 is skied high in the air to right center, taking Sly back over the center fielder Richards, and he makes the racing catch a couple strides shy of the track. 1-2-3 inning for Lewis in the 4th. We're rolling along, and we go to the 5th. 2-0 Blue Sox on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Two locations with something for everyone. Stuffed Pizza Bar and Grill.
Well, after a 3-hour thriller extra inning walk-off in Game 1 on the stadium, we're getting a rapid-moving pitchers duel in Game number 2. We played just an hour of baseball and already in the top of the 5th inning. Jared Fong has been terrific on the bump for the Blue Sox. 4 shutout innings. He's allowed just 4 base runners and coming off a 1-2-3 fourth that took him just 10 pitches. He'll face the middle of the lineup for the Coyotes and Bruce Sly leading things off for the Yotes in the top half of the 5th. 2-0 lead for the Blue Sox, who are trying to snap a 2-game winless streak. The first time that has happened all season for the Blue Sox. Fong on the right side of the rubber fires home. A fastball in for a strike to Sly, who's 0 for 1 today. The Blue Sox put together a 7-game win streak that ended on Saturday. The 0-1 is a broken bat flare into left center. Back is Schultz, the shortstop, or Gonzalez, the shortstop, and it is Bufford, and Bufford makes the catch. 1 out. So another quick out for Fong brings up Jackson Brummett, who reached on a walk back in the 2nd. Blue Sox had a 7-game win streak going into the weekend against the Rush. In 9 innings played, it finished in a tie, 1-1. And then lost yesterday 8-7 to the A's. So 2 close games without getting a result. It's the first pitch to Brummett is in for a strike, 0-1. trying to avoid losing back-to-back games. That hasn't happened all year for the Blue Sox. Not a surprise when you've only lost 3. The 0-1 sails high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just 3 regular season games remaining for the Blue Sox. Haymakers tomorrow on the stadium, and then they finish against the Jacks, also on the stadium, and then the Bootleggers. So not an easy schedule to finish the year for the Blue Sox, as there's a strike in there, 1 and 2. But they're closing in on the 1 seed, a win today, and they maintain a 2.5 lead over the Colonials, trim their magic number to just 1. The 1 and 2 is lined into right. Sliding in is Matheson to make the catch. My goodness, the excellent has turned ordinary on the field for both the Blue Sox and the Coyotes. Plays everywhere, and Matheson made a very difficult catch look very routine.
We're being treated to a defensive game where defensive gyms are coming left and right, and you talked about it's looking normal at this point with how many great plays are being made.
First pitch swinging by Lucas Tirado into left. Over is Noah Bufford, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Jared Fong is speeding through his outing. He's completed 5 shutout and retired 7 in a row. A pretty good day for the kid from Gilroy. Middle of the 5th, 2-0. Blue Sox over the Coyotes on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Hey, Power Baseball fans. Looking to hit a home run against pests in your home? Rudy's Pest Control is your winning choice. Rudy's Flex 80/90 Pest Control Plan offers effective and affordable protection with just 5 visits a year instead of the usual 12, so you'll have more time to do what you love. Visit rudyspest.com or call 760-746-PEST and declare, heck no, 12's gotta go. Rudy's Pest Control is your home run choice, so get started today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning from Palm Springs Stadium. 3-0 lead for the Blue Sox over the Coyotes. Jared Fong. It's been quite the day for the Blue Sox. They're known for their hitting, but it's been the pitching today that has been excellent for the Blue Sox. The Blue Sox, as much as they're known for their hitting, they have 3 shutouts on this season worked by their pitching staff and are only 6 outs away from a 4th. David Orozco leads off for the Blue Sox and takes a first pitch inside from Jonathan Lewis. He's worked an inning in 2/3 out of the bullpen for the Coyotes. Sidesteps, kicks, and delivers. Popped up right side and well out of play. 1-1. Lewis kicks and delivers. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike to David Orozco, hitting to make it 310 on the season. 9 hits, 5 driven in 13 games. 2-1 to the catcher. Fastball inside, 3 balls, 1 strike. Jared Fong has allowed just 3 singles and a walk for the Blue Sox. Blue Sox shipped across 1 in the second, 2 more in the third. Here's the 3-1. It's low, ball 4. And leadoff walk to David Orozco. I'll bring up Anthony Cepeda, the center fielder for the Blue Sox. Great week of baseball coming up here at the Palm Springs Stadium Complex with the final week of the PSCL. Palm Springs Power have some exciting promotions due at the ballpark, starting with their first game tomorrow evening against the San Diego Waves at 7 o'clock here at the stadium. Here's the first pitch to Cepeda. It's popped up into center. Routine for Richards. A couple steps over to his left. Makes the catch. One away. And Orozco jogs back to first. One out with one on. Back to the top of the order. And Javen Bexa, who has a single and a walk today. Tomorrow's going to be really exciting, Cole. Not only is it craft beer night at the ballpark with $10 flights of beer, 4 different types of craft beer, which is going to be really exciting to try. But maybe the most famous being in the Coachella Valley will be at the ballpark in Fuego, the mascot for the Coachella Valley Firebirds. Cannot wait to see Fuego here at the ballpark. Ready on ready matchup. First pitch to Baxa is high, and he ducks out of the way. 1-0 to the Coachella Valley native, Baxa out of La Quinta High School. 1 on, 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. 3-0 lead for the Blue Sox. Lewis delivers. Fouled straight back by Baxa, 1-1. Fuego and Rocky the Ram, the mascot for the Palm Springs Power, are great friends. They'll be reunited. Fuego will throw out the first pitch and participate in a variety of activities at the ballpark tomorrow evening. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Should be a good game. The Waves have played the Power tough so far this season. 2 really competitive, exciting games between those two a couple weeks ago. So looking forward to that tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. If you're in the area, love to see you out at the ballpark. The 2-1, flared right side. That's down for a base hit. It's slowly rolling into right. Orozco trigging in for third. The throw skips by the third baseman, Basilkovsky. Back to the warning track. Good job by the pitcher, Lewis, backing up. He keeps it in front of him, and Orozco holds it third, but Baxa motors around into second. A single for Baxa, who has a 2-hit day. Advances on the throw, and there's 2 in scoring position with 1 out, and the Blue Sox threatening for insurance here in the 5th. Javen Baxa, what a season he's had. 14 hits now on the season. He'll be on the All-Star team. Local kid, headed to College of the Desert. He might be young, but he is a special player. First pitch home to Isaac Rodriguez, sails high for a ball, 1-0. Rodriguez is 1 for 2 today with a single and a run. The Coyotes infield is in. All 4 runners, their toes, or all 4 fielders, their toes on the grass. 1-0 inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Rodriguez. This is trouble time for Lewis and the Coyotes. Lewis working out of the stretch. Beige-brown glove, high set, kicks and fires. Grounded up the middle, past the shortstop, Schultz into left field. 1 run will score. Around comes Baxa without a throw. It is 5-0 Blue Sox. A 2 RBI single for Isaac Rodriguez blows the ball game open for the Blue Sox. A menacing top of the order for the Blue Sox is tough to get through. And Rodriguez comes through, the infield drawn in. If Schultz is playing back, who knows? Maybe that's a double play ball in a better situation for the Blue Sox. Of course, there wasn't a runner at first, but instead it's a 2 RBI single, and the Blue Sox have 2 across in the 5th. Brings up Dylan Abid, who has an RBI single already today. The lefty takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Lewis readies and delivers. Chopped right side, right to the second baseman Romero. He tosses to second for 1 to first. The throw is wide to the first baseman Meager, and Abid will race down to second base as it's picked up by the catcher Brummett. Fielder's choice. 4-6. If Abid advancing on the wild throw. There are 2 outs. Abid in scoring position with Noah Bufford coming to the plate. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Blue Sox. Bufford is 0 for 2 today. Lewis kicks and fires. Grounded third base side and hard. Backhanded by Basilkovsky off his glove and rolling into left field. Down into the bullpen, hustling around. Abid will score. Bufford into second. 6-0 Blue Sox. The Blue Sox have blown it open with a 3 spot here in the 5th. Tough play for Basilkovsky. The ball was hit 68 off the bat. In the end, though, I don't know. I think, Cole, that's probably a play that you want to see made by the third baseman there. And not only could he not backhand it to get the out, but he couldn't keep it in front of him, and that ends up allowing a run to come across.
Goes up as an E on the board.
Jonathan Manis steps in and takes the first pitch out. Manis is 0 for 2 today. Lewis has the sign, kicks and fires. Fouled, 1-1. 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 3 in the 5th for the Blue Sox. Jared Fong is sitting comfortably in the shade of the dugout right now. He's worked 5 dominant shutout innings. All with his father watching on today. Coming down from Gilroy, making the 8-hour drive south. 1-1 is in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lewis kicks and fires. At the knees, strike 3 called. Manis down on strikes to end the inning. But the Blue Sox blow it open. A 3 spot in the 5th on 2 singles. An error, a walk, and a fielder's choice. 6-0 Blue Sox. We go to the 6th. Jared Fong working on a gem on the PSCL Broadcast Network. It's taken Jared Fong just 56 pitches to get to the 6th inning. He's working on a shutout as the Blue Sox lead the Coyotes 6-0 here on the PSCL Broadcast Network. Griffin Epstein, Cole Pavelio on a lovely Monday afternoon, the first day of July. First pitch of the 6th for Fong is in for a strike to Carson Romero. Second baseman has 1 of just 3 hits today for the Coyotes. Ready on ready matchup. Fong kicks and fires. Grounded, shortstop sign. In is the shortstop Gonzalez to throw. Long throw across the body. In time for the out. Excellent fielding across the diamond by the Blue Sox, especially Michael Gonzalez today at third base. Or at shortstop, excuse me.
It's looking really routine for him there at short. It's looking a bit too easy. It seems like he's done this his whole life, and if we were giving
he probably has.
If we're giving out gold gloves in the PSCL, I think he might end up with one.
Really smooth fielding shortstop. It's the first pitch in for a strike to Mason Rowetter. I don't know if there's any other position on the diamond that you can just show off as much as you can at the shortstop position. The 0-1. Fastball's high, 1-1. You probably get the most balls hit to you, at least ground balls, out of the 4 infielders. You have a lot of room to rove. But if you're athletic, you got a good arm, you can really show off over there. Of course, Derek Jeter comes to mind as the 1-1 sails outside. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Also the likes of Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, Troy Tulowitzki. Go down the list of amazing defensive shortstops, and there's a long list.
2-1, flied into right center. 2 blue jerseys combined. Anthony Matheson to make the jogging catch. There's 2 away, and this is about as easy as it gets right now for Jared Fong. It's as if right now he's just getting outs as easily as taking a step up a stair. 2 down. In the 6th, the base is empty for Jay Schultz, who's 1 for 2. First pitch sails high, 1-0. Schultz had a single back in the 3rd. A spectacular season for Jay Schultz. At a Whittier College, D3 player. Doesn't have the size that stands out, 5'9", 170, but he is a gritty leadoff batter as he takes high, 2-0. The numbers speak for themselves this summer. Hitting .581, 18 hits, 17 runs, 8 driven in. 2-0. Fouled straight back and just over the top of the screen and into the seats, 2-1. Big reason that Coyotes have found ways to win just a game below 500 is having the ultimate table setter at the top of their lineup. 2-1 from Fong. Flied high in the air to left center. Bufford racing back under the baseball. Makes the jogging catch for the 3rd out of the inning. Jared Fong, unstoppable right now. He's retired 10 batters in a row. To the bottom of the 6th. 6-0 Blue Sox on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
6-0 all Blue Sox in the stadium finale. The final regular season Monday of the season in the PSCL. It's the first day of July. Players have been here 3 weeks. Just 1 week left to play. It's been a wonderful summer, and it is blown by in a jiffy here in the PSCL. Blue Sox in first place, trying to lower their magic number to win the Northern Division to just 1. Colonials got a victory, which would have lowered their magic number down to 1 before they even played, but a walk-off home run by the Colonials to take down the Lumberjacks. Brooks Walker playing hero for the Colonials, not helping out the Blue Sox, but Jared Fong and co. have taken things into their own hands. Fong has pitched 6 dominant shutout innings, and the Blue Sox have done plenty with the bats. 6 runs on 7 hits through their first 5 innings of work. Look for a little more insurance here in the 6th as Anthony Matheson takes a first pitch high, 1-0. Jonathan Lewis still working out of the bullpen after Dallas Yardley went 2 1/3 and got the start. As Lewis pipes in a strike on the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lewis turns and delivers. A changeup buckles at the knees and freezes Matheson 1-2. Kick and a throw. Fastball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scores across the PSCL today on the backfield. The Haymakers came from behind to take down the Bootleggers 10-9. 2-2 popped up high in the air behind home plate and destined for a metal bleacher. So the Bootleggers fall to 500 now, 8-8. That's a tough loss for them. Trying to get in that second spot in the PSCL postseason, the Northern Division. That's not going to help them. Haymakers improved to 7-9 with the win. The 2-2 grounded right side, and it's the second baseman Romero who tosses to first, 1 away. 6-0 Blue Sox lead here in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out and the base is empty. Michael Gonzalez comes to the plate. Was all Rush over MLBDC China in the backfield finale, 12-3 in the Rush. With a win and a Jacks loss, moved 2 games back of first place in the South. The Rush are now 9-6-1 on the season. Pitch home to Gonzalez is fouled straight back 0-1. Gonzalez is 1 for 2 today, singled in the second, and has played a stellar shortstop. Couple really excellent plays. 0-1. Bounces in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a Los Angeles Harbor. Is that NAIA, Cole?
I'll have to look it up and check it for us, but I'll definitely find out.
1-1 inside, and it hits Gonzalez. Off his elbow. And he's aboard at first. Which brings up Fred Ramos, who's 1 for 2 today. Lefty batting third baseman. Gonzalez at first, 1 out. Bottom 6, 6-0. The Blue Sox lead the Coyotes. Blue Sox bullpen is quiet, as it should be. Jared Fong has been effective and efficient, and he'll come back out to try to complete a complete game shutout. Pitch home. A changeup on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Still not even an hour 30 of baseball. The polar opposite of game number 1 today, which was our first 3-hour PSCL game. Took 9 innings. Pitch in for a strike. Down to second goes Gonzalez. Ahead first. Slides safely into the bag without even a tag on a late throw. Gonzalez has his 3rd stolen base of the season. Lewis out of the stretch, looks back at second, kicks and delivers outside. 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes make it. So an exciting next week in Palm Springs. Mentioned the Power Game is full of promos tomorrow evening. Here's the 1-1. Check swing off the end of the bat. No, never touched the bat. It goes all the way back to the backstop. Ramos held up. So 2-2. Peel down to third. Oh no, they say he went. And now Brummett will tag out Ramos, who, I guess with the ball going back to the backstop, if he'd go down to first base, he would have been safely there, even on the pass ball strikeout. But it's a weird play. Appeal says he went around, ball in the dirt, and Brummett was aware and tags him out. So there's a strikeout for Lewis. That's his 3rd today. 2 outs with the pass ball, though. Gonzalez down to third base. David Orozco to the plate. Ready on ready matchup. Orozco fouls the first pitch away. 2 nights of PSCL action tomorrow morning. And then Wednesday, there'll actually be an evening game at 5 o'clock. Triple header here on the stadium. All leading up to July 4th. 0-1, wave and a miss, 0-2. PSCL All-Star rosters were released today. Players finding out they're going to get rewarded for their efforts, and will be playing on Thursday night in front of thousands here at the stadium. 0-2 is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Plenty of All-Stars on both of these teams. Alex Hawking, pitcher for the Blue Sox, along with Javen Baxa and Bode Grieve, who's not even playing today for the Blue Sox. 1-2 is chopped back up the middle. Nice play by Lewis to spear it out of the air, and the pitcher will take it to the bag for the out. Jonathan Lewis, good work out of the bullpen, works around a hit by pitch in the 6th, and Jared Fong is back on the bump for the 7th to try to complete the complete game shutout for the Blue Sox. They lead 6-0 after 6 on the PSCL Broadcast Network.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $29.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Jared Fong, 3 outs away from a complete game shutout. The storyline in the finale of PSCL baseball on this Monday afternoon. 6-0 lead for the Blue Sox over the Coyotes. Jared Fong out of Gilroy, California, just south of the Bay Area. The garlic capital of the world. It's produced some good baseball players as well, and Fong is certainly one of them. He's retired 10 in a row today, Cole. He's allowed just 4 base runners, 3 singles, a walk, and gotten help certainly behind him, too. Some excellent fielding by the Blue Sox, but he's been terrific.
Yeah, he's been looking electric out there on the mound. Recorded 2 strikeouts to start the game, 3rd one in the 2nd. He's kept on rolling throughout the game.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. In 10 in a row retired, doesn't have a strikeout in there. It's been groundouts and flyouts, 4 strikeouts, so just inducing soft contact, and the Coyotes have been swinging early and often and not finding much success. 2, 3, and 4 comes up for the Coyotes here in the 7th. Their last gasp. First pitch home to a pinch hitter is slapped left side into left field. It's a base hit for Cadence Varner, straight off the bench. Not waiting around, he's aboard, and that 10 in a row retired ends here in the 7th for the Coyotes. So Varner aboard, and it will bring up Dane Richards to try to keep the line moving. It's just the 67th pitch of the afternoon for Fong. His first pitch home to Richards is cut on and missed.
It's the first hit all allowed since all the way back in the 3rd for Fong.
Richards is 1 for 2 today. The 0-1, a high chopper left side, back to third baseman Ramos to spear it. Long throw across the diamond, not in time. Infield single for Richards, and the Coyotes have something going here in the 7th. And, well, Cole, we saw it come from behind rally by the Colonials in Game 1 today, scoring 3 in the 7th and sending the game to extras. The Coyotes will need double that here in the top half of the 7th, but it's certainly not out of the question now.
Yeah, it's not an insurmountable mountain to climb, but it's definitely...
Nicholas Bosolkowski at the plate, swings the first pitch, should be 2. Javen Baxa fields it, tosses to second for 1, back to first, double play. 4-6-3, and just like that, the Blue Sox head out away from victory.
And I think now it's kind of an insurmountable mountain that the Coyotes have to climb.
Well, with what we've seen today, Cole, nothing's out of the question, but this would be the comeback of the season. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Pinch hitter here for the Coyotes. Sebastian James will step in. Pinch hitting for Connor Meager. 1 out away from a complete game shutout for Connor Fong. First pitch home. High chopper, third base side. Ramos collects, throw across the diamond, can't be scooped by Rodriguez, past his glove, and back to the backstop. And there goes the shutout for Fong, as Varner will score from third, and it will go down as an error on Ramos. Just couldn't make the accurate throw.
It was a high chopper. It would have been a tough out to make. Had to sit back on it, let it come down, and by the time it came down, the run really was already at home for Varner scoring.
So it brings up Bruce Sly, and the first pitch slips behind David Orozco's reach and back to the backstop. So James goes down to second. Coyotes are on the board, not shut out today, but it's still 6-1, and all the Blue Sox need is one more out. Sly is 0 for 2 today. Fong has the sign at the belt, looks back at second, kicks and delivers. Outside, 2-0. One out away from a complete game. Kicks and fires. It's high, 3-0 to Sly. If Sly reaches, Brummett is on deck. Wind and a throw. It's low, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to Sly, and that is just the second walk today by Fong. Looks down at his feet, scrapes some dirt. Takes a big deep breath and tries to reset himself. All he has to tell himself is one more out, and his day is done. Brummett walked back in the second, 0 for 1. He swings at the first pitch, chops it to the shortstop Gonzalez, collects, throw across the diamond to first, in time for the out. Jared Fong, a complete game for the Blue Sox. And after back-to-back days without a victory, the Blue Sox are back to doing what they do best. Win after win. They improved to 12-3-1 on the season and lower their magic number to just 1 to win the Northern Division regular season title.
It was a game of a lot of great defensive plays on both sides, and Jared Fong was phenomenal on the mound, just being attacked by one unearned run for his day in what could have been a complete game shutout.
Now to have the player of the game, Fong's final line, 7 innings pitched in a complete game victory, allowed just 4 hits, 1 unearned run, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Young pitcher out of Gilroy in front of his dad today. Absolutely terrific here in his second win of the season and helps the Blue Sox to a 6-1 victory in a ball game time of just 1 hour and 35 minutes. Final totals from this afternoon's ball game: 6 runs on 7 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Sox, 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors for the Coyotes. Coyotes fall to 7-9. The Blue Sox improve to 12-3-1 and maintain their 2.5 game lead on the Colonials atop the Northern Division. Run through our scores from today's ball games. It was an absolute thriller on the stadium, a game we will certainly not forget, between the Colonials and the Lumberjacks. 8-7 win for the Colonials over the Lumberjacks in 9 innings. The Colonials scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. A 2 RBI, 2-out double by Riona Wase to tie the game, and then a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th by Brooks Walker to win the game for the Colonials. Other final scores today: the Haymakers take down the Bootleggers 10-9 on the backfield comeback win for the Haymakers, and the Rush defeat China by a final score of 12-3. Looking forward to more baseball tomorrow. It will start with these first-place Blue Sox trying to win their way, clinch the 1 seed in the North. They'll take on the Haymakers on the stadium at 9, and then the Rush and the Coyotes will face off at 11:30 in the second game of our doubleheader. Backfield games include the A's and the Bombers, and the Colonials and the Bootleggers. Final score once again here on the main field. It's the Blue Sox 6 and the Coyotes 1. It was a great day of baseball, Cole. Lucky to do it with you, and certainly the first game between the Colonials and the Lumberjacks is the reason the players play. It's the reason we broadcast, and it's the reason the fans watch. Just an unforgettable ball game.
Both games were great games of baseball, two very different games, but at the end of the day, they were great in their own respective ways. An offensive onslaught in the first one, and then the second one was defensive gems left and right. It seemed like both teams woke up with their best gold gloves on.
Yeah, really good defense in game number 2. Jared Fong, the complete game victory, and the Blue Sox defeat the Coyotes by a final score of 6-1. Thanks for tuning in on this Monday afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. on the PSCL Broadcast Network with more baseball. For our entire PSCL Broadcast Network crew, Ethan Gomolka, Stats and Analytics, my partner Cole Pavilio, I'm Griffin Epstein saying so long from Palm Springs as the Blue Sox defeat the Coyotes by a final score of 6-1.